Phoenix ain't leaning back. He's loving palm trees and all that. Y'all, we are back for another power video. It's just so crazy how like the week goes by so quick. I just feel like I just put up a power video, but here is another power video. Season 5, episode 9. There is a snitch amongst us. We're gonna jump right into this just because I want to get straight to the point and just have fun with this video. But if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Janice. I am a crazy Gemini who talks a lot of shit, curses a lot, and likes to have fun. So if you dig me, click the subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, and let me know your comments down below on what you thought of this episode. So the episode opens up with Tariq laying in bed and he's watching the news, and they're basically discussing the 4 cops that were killed, and then they have Kanan as the main suspect, that his body was found there too, and then that puts him in relation to what happened with the 4 cops, man, that he's the killer and also a victim in the same situation. So he lowers down the TV and then he hears like all this commotion going on in his house. So what that turns out to be is Tasha, Ghost, and Tommy. And they're arguing about basically about the plan, like how it went down, how they didn't agree with it. Like, you know, Tasha, like, you know, you went against us. You know, you just went ahead and did this plan behind our back or whatever. And Tasha's telling Tommy, like, I told you about Kanan. Like, I told you I wasn't digging him and you went to go work with him. Like, y'all was not trying to hear me. So then Ghost, slick ass mouth Ghost, honestly, he's so fucking disrespectful, and he really, like, I'm just not happy the way he's treating Tasha this whole season. So he tells Tasha some shit like, you know, you put Tariq in the middle of this, like he could have died. Like one dead kid is not enough for you. Slaps the shit out of him. Like, what? Don't ever say no shit like that. Even Tommy was like, yeah, you deserve that shit. So they all blame it. Ghost is all blaming Tasha, and then Tariq comes out like, I did it. Like, I made this plan. I set this up. I already knew that this would go down like this. And, you know, whatever. So don't blame her. It's all on me. And, you know, basically, I'm the only one that cared for Kanan, and I'm the only one who really dug him out of all of y'all. So I took that L so y'all could win. Like, although we already know Tariq is, you know, like not on his parents' team and on his family's team, but I just kind of felt like, nigga, what? Like, I had the same reaction as Ghost. Like, nigga, what? Like, who fuck, like, what team are you on? Like, what do you mean I took an L so y'all can win? If your family wins, you win. But, you know, he don't look at it like that because he don't really dig his family. So, you know, Ghost is getting sick of his shit. Like, stop being so fucking disrespectful. Like, you just so nasty. Cut the shit out. You know what? Get your shit. Pack your shit. I'm taking you back to the train and you going back to school. So then he taking him to Grand Central, 42nd. If y'all don't know that area, if y'all not, so, you know, New Yorkers don't know that area, that's 42nd Grand Central Street, where he was taking him, no, Grand Central Station, okay, where he was taking him to catch the bus for to go back to school in Connecticut. So Ghost is basically telling him, like, you know, this is not the life I wanted for you. Like, I did everything I could. Like, I did all of this for you. Well, not for you, because Ghost been on this type of shit, but he was like, you know, like, I did a lot of sacrifices and did a lot so you didn't have to live the life I lived, so you could have all these opportunities and such. So then he's still not having it. He still got this face on him. And Ghost is like, what do you want? What do you want? And he's like, teach me the motherfucking game, Ghost. Like, that's what I want. Like, this is who I am. I'm this hood ass nigga, just like you. So teach me the game. I want to know the ropes, because Kanan was already teaching him, but now Kanan not here no more. So now he trying to get on. Like, he's still trying to get on. Ghost basically like, no, hell no. Like, I would rather kill you than teach you this life. Like, no. So then Tariq goes into the train station, like, whatever, I'm off this. Next thing you know, the nigga comes right back out and he's on some bullshit. So then you have Ghost showing up to Angela's apartment, pressing her like, oh, you did this without me. You and Tasha went behind my back. She's like, Jamie, how many times have you deceit me? Like, how many times have you lied to people, and how many times have you done a whole bunch of bullshit just so you could have your own plan and have your own way? Like, no, one time niggas had to go behind your back. So basically, like, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing from you. We did what we had to do. You wasn't listening. We tried to tell you that Andre Coleman wasn't the one, and you did what you know, you wasn't trying to hear it. So we had to do what we had to do, and that's just too bad fucking bad, okay? So then you have annoying 1 and 2, which is John Mock and Sax. You know, the guys who've been up Angela's ass, the guys who've been up Ghost's ass. They basically tell Teresi, like, listen, we need something by the end of the week, because we locking Tommy up by the end of the week. So we need some information, because now at this point, Teresi's all changing his mind and just rethinking about things. You know, getting close to Tommy. Connie already put things into perspective for him, saying that that's his only family when she goes. So, you know, like, don't snitch on him. And I think, you know, he's coming to that realization, which I'm gonna tell y'all right now. That was my phone. I'm gonna tell y'all right now that I've been saying that I don't feel like Teresi was gonna snitch on Tommy. I knew this was gonna happen. I just felt like, no, he not gonna do that to his son. Like, I just didn't feel like. So they calling him, harassing him, basically. Like, listen, you got something, we need something. He's like, listen, I don't have nothing on Tommy, but I got everything on Ghost. So he's basically like not trying to snitch on Tommy and just let Ghost go down for a whole bunch of shit. Also, I heard about the killing of Mike Sandoval, and it was all Ghost. Like, Ghost planned it, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Saying, no, Tommy had nothing to do with it. Like, trust me, he's in the clear. He had nothing to do with this. So then, while he's speaking to the Mock and Sacks on the phone, Sammy's listening to him, and he's like, what the fuck? Because Sammy's already not here for Tommy. He's not here for him. He don't trust him. He feel like Tommy's a snitch. Like, everything has changed since Tommy has come around, and he's just not trusting that situation. So Teresi turns around, and he's like, oh shit. Because Sammy's pressing him, like, what the fuck was that? He's like, listen, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And Sammy is not having it. He's like, listen, what the fuck? This and that. So then Tommy's like, what's going on here? You know, wilding out, because Tommy is just like a fucking weirdo. Just like how when Sammy was like, you know, you're what he called him, like a freak, like a wild card. He was like, yes, I'm a wild card. Like, that shit had me dead. So it's all like a tiff between the three of them, like just a whole bunch of yelling and arguing, screaming. And next thing you know, Sammy's like, well, let me fucking tell you, your father here. And Teresi, like, he knows that Sammy's about to snitch on him. So he takes a knife that he was making he was cutting up his peppers and whatever he was making with, and he stabs the shit out of Sammy before Sammy could even say anything, because he knew Sammy had enough of his shit, had enough of Tommy's shit, and was about to put everything out there. So now that the head was found with Dre, Alicia's had it, one of the Jimenez siblings. She had it with him. She's over. She's like, listen, my money does not stop moving for nobody. My business does not stop moving for nobody. Like, nothing stops for nobody. So being that you fucked up and you got all of this shit going on, you're not in charge anymore. Cristobal's in charge, and you fucking work for him. How about that? How about that? So here go my boy Proctor, and y'all know my boy Proctor is my favorite part of this show. For some reason, he just got like, I have a like sweet, soft spot for him. That sounded really nasty, but I ain't mean it like that. So basically, Proctor's forced to wear a wire. Mock and Sacks is not having it with nobody, and they use his fucking baby mother against him, saying that she will get custody of the daughter and all of that shit. So basically, he's forced to wear a wire, basically. So he goes in to talk to Ghost, and you can tell he's anxious as fuck, and Ghost is like, what's up? Like, you hear a lot, like, more often lately. Like, what's going on? You know, he's starting to talk to Ghost, and then you see him like stop, which I feel like was mad obvious that he stopped talking when he was writing this. But he's writing like on a piece of paper, and then he lifts the paper up, and it says like, I'm wearing a wire. So then Ghost's face automatically turns, and I'm like, nigga, once you're not wearing that wire, Ghost is gonna fuck you up. So they playing a part, and you know, he asks about Sandoval, and Ghost fucking protects Angela. He's asking about Angela, and Proctor's like, what the fuck? Like, no, like, damn. Basically, Ghost is not giving any information, and Proctor takes the wire off, like he unhooks it, and once he unhooks it, James yokes him the fuck up, which I knew he was gonna do, because Ghost is not going for that like rat shit. So he yokes him up. He's like, what the fuck? Basically, Proctor's telling him like, yo, you gotta do you. Stop worrying about Angela. Stop trying to protect Angela, and stop trying to protect everyone else, because if you don't get your shit together, and if you don't put yourself first, you're gonna be do life in prison, bro. So get that shit together. And then he leaves, and Ghost is sitting. I just like how, you know, Ghost is just a calm nigga. Like, he like folds his hands, and he's like, okay, let me, like, as he's transforming into Ghost, because you know his face changes from James to Ghost. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but it definitely happens. So Angela shows up at Dre's office or whatever, and she's basically telling him like, listen, I need information on Alicia Jimenez, and I need you to give it to me, and I'll give you witness protection program. I'll make sure you be a good father in your daughter's life, and you don't got nothing else to worry about, but this is what I need from you. And then we see that he shows up to her apartment. She's a little shook, which I would be too, and he basically gives her the information, the drop on where Cristobal and Alicia will be. Well, not really Cristobal, but there goes my phone again. Not really Cristobal, but more of Alicia. But Cristobal said that he was going to the hotel to fuck her, so he just snitched, and that was that. So then Alicia and Cristobal in the hotel, they about to get it popping. I was like, okay, because she looked nice in that. That was here for it. But they was about to get it popping, and next thing you know, FBI come through, Angela come through, all on her face like, bitch, you ain't getting out of this one, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I finally got you. She basically, you know, hype as fuck. So Mock and Sacks leave a room, and they looking at Angela some type of way, and of course she's gonna go in that room and see what the fuck they were doing, because she's dirty. And she basically sees pictures of Teresi in them, like at their meetups and things of that nature. So she's like, fuck. So she takes pictures of it, and then she goes back to Ghost and telling Ghost like, listen, do you know what's going on? Like, do you know Tony Teresi is Tommy's dad, and he's snitching? He's like, he's in cahoots with the feds. So basically Ghost goes and he takes the information to Vincent, one of the Italians. Shows him pictures, everything, like, listen, he's a snitch, and, you know, will work, you know, Ghost always doing what Ghost has to do for himself. Ghost thinking about himself as always. Although Tony was a problem, Ghost, the way he handled it was very Ghost-like. Basically convinces Vincent that, listen, if Tony Teresi's gone, it works for me and you. You could be moving weight for Tommy, and I could have the snitch out of my hand. That's basically the setup. That's basically what happens, and that's the plan. So Vincent then informs Tommy, like, listen, your dad is a snitch, here's the pictures, you know, gives him the information and all that, and he tells him, like, and you need to take him out. So then Tommy's like, I'm not doing that, or like questioning it. He's like, no, I'm not asking you, this is an order, like, from the family. Here goes Tommy, oh, that's not my family, he's my family, blah blah blah, whatever. This is what's gonna happen, and if you don't kill him, you're gonna be dead. So get the job done. So the next thing you know, Tommy and Teresi is riding around, and you know, Tommy's getting a little, you know, like, you see the feels, you see everything that's going on with him, you see his emotions, you see what's going on with Tommy. And, you know, he's talking to Teresi, he's like, you know, you never told me how you got out. And Teresi just basically gives him, like, a bullshit story, just like, oh shit, like, let me say what I can say. And then again, Tommy's in his feels, and he even brings up Holly, the bitch that he killed. And he tells him, like, oh, you know, this ring right here that I wear, this actually belonged to somebody that I cared about a lot, that I loved a lot, and went behind my back. And now she's no longer here. And that's exactly what happened. So basically telling him, like, bro, like, you crossed me and you don't be breathing no more. So then he takes Teresi to go visit Connie. He's like, go see your wife. Teresi is like shook. But you could tell he was anxious to go back to the car with Tommy. Tommy was waiting outside for him the whole time. So he gets in the car with Tommy, not really knowing what to say. So Tommy's like, yo, just stop talking, please. Like, shut the fuck up, please. And he's like, oh, why did you take me to see Connie? And he's like, Tommy's like, I ain't do that for you, nigga. I did that for her. So when he said that, I'm like, oh shit. But it's crazy because you could really see, like, the emotion in Tommy. Like, you could see him, like, tugging back and forth with it. You could tell, like, it's fucking with him. You could tell, like, it's not something he really wants to do, but you can see what's kind of coming, right? So then he takes Teresi to his house, and they're just talking. He's basically like shadowing him, like, he's behind him, he's, you know, on him, like, nigga, you ain't going nowhere. There's one part where Teresi has a gun in his bag that he grabs, and you could tell he contemplates on using it on Tommy, but then just decides against it. And bitch, let me tell you, he should have took this shot when he could have, because then Tommy shot his, look at me, I can't even talk, look, because Tommy shot his fucking ass, and then he was mad dead, like, he dead died. That is New York slang, if y'all don't know. And then next thing you know, you see Tommy showing up to this house, and I'm like, what the fuck is he? It wasn't his apartment. I thought it was Lakeisha, annoying ass. I'm not even talking about Lakeisha, but I thought it was Lakeisha's apartment, but it turns out it was Katie Egan's house, his crazy ass mother. So then he gets into bed with his mom, and he was like, you know, you were right about Teresi, like, I killed him. And his mother's like, don't worry, you know, you did the right thing, like, you did what you had to do, hugging him. And I think this is the first time we've seen Tommy cry. Like, I don't think in 5 seasons we've seen Tommy cry. But you could tell that shit hurt him because, like, he finally got, like, a parent. Like, he finally got a dad. His mom is a fuck up. She's a cokehead. Like, she's weird as fuck. She probably wants to fuck him. But, like, you know, you could tell he wanted that, like, dad relationship with Teresi, and unfortunately he had to take him out. Yo, so I don't know if I said this on my power talk, but I know I've been saying it to my friends. I know I've been saying this shit to people I've been talking about power with. Actually just yesterday I was with my best friend, and I told her this shit was gonna happen. Yo, I knew, but by the end of this season, Angela was getting taken down. So basically she's with, damn, what is that lady's name? I know, Tamika. She's with Tamika, and she seems anxious, like, oh, I didn't know we had a surprise meeting, like this and that. Next thing you know, she walks in the room, it's Donovan, I got his name now, Tamika, Mock, and Sax. And basically they telling her, like, listen, Angela, we gonna take you down for conspiracy, because let me tell you, that whole Tony Teresi thing was a setup. Like, we were seeing what you was gonna do with that, and once you found out that Teresi was working with us, we find him dead. We find his body like a few days later. So you gonna tell me you don't got nothing to do with this, Angela? Basically is what happened, and Angela is the fuck shook. I don't think I've ever seen her this shook. That's exactly how the episode ends. Like, we need to know everything, and if not, you going down, and it kind of seems like you gonna go down regardless. So you need to say what's going on with St. Patrick, with Egan, with everybody, because now we know for sure that shit is spiraling back to you. But that was my like recap, review, discussion about Power season 5 episode 9. There's a snitch amongst us. I thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up at the bottom and leave me some comments. I want to know what y'all think. Talk to me, because y'all know I be in the comments right and bad. We be talking, and I really take into consideration what y'all be saying to me. So leave a comment, and if you think I'm pretty fucking cool, because I think I am pretty fucking cool, then subscribe to my channel. I'm actually trying to hit 10K by the end of the year. I know that seems like that can happen easier, but that's my goal. Share my videos, tell a friend, retweet when I post. If you don't follow me on social media, follow me. I am Janice Aileen across the board. Everywhere, my name is Janice Aileen. You can find me on any social media by Janice Aileen. Again, I thank you guys for watching. It's all love, and if you fuck with me, I super duper duper fuck with you. Peace, love, and palm trees and all.